I hauled some, as you'll see in the video clips, I did haul a lot of scrap today. Um, I'm not looking at the payout slips, but my guess is that it was probably around 1,100 pounds or so of scrap that I hauled today. And also, I do have some interesting news, somewhat moving the business forward. So stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how much I made and what that news is. Done with the first job. I got that microwave in there, this hot water heater, and those little metal shelving things. I think they came out of this. Pickup number 2 is done. It's just this hot water heater. I still have that other hot water heater in the back because I've got like 4 of these to pick up today, and I'm gonna try and drop them all off at the same time. Here's the third water heater. Here's the third one. I've got the 4th hot water heater loaded up, and now I'm on my way to the scrapyard to cash in all 4 hot water heaters at once. At my sister and brother-in-law's house, I was able to pick up that washer and dryer there and this furnace, and I was able to sort of clean them. I was able to pull out a lot of the electrical and stuff. In fact, here's all the electrical that I pulled out. Sorry about the music. This is not copyright, or this is copyrighted music, obviously. And then this is 2 radiators that came off the furnace, and then the radiator ends. And then their neighbor had some stuff for me to pick up, which is this metal bed frame and then this filing cabinet. All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my expenses today, and then I will go over the payouts and give you a final total of what I walked away with. To start things off, I had to put gas in this morning right away before I did anything else. Here, I'm going to move this a little bit closer. I had to put gas in this morning right away before I did anything else, so that was $20. I had to pay to dispose of the refrigerator, which cost me $28. And then I had to pick up a metal blade for a Sawzall I was using today, so I could get some of the scrap to fit in my vehicle and also get a higher payout. So the blade cost me $5. And then towards the end of the day, I had to put some more gas in, which was another $15. So now I'll go over how much I was actually paid. I made $60, or I was paid $60 to remove the refrigerator. And then the first scrap payout that I received was $36. And the second time I went to the scrap yard, it was $54. And that's because the furnace that I picked up had an AC condenser on the top. So I was able to cut the AC condenser off, which basically meant I had 2 clean radiators. And then so I got paid for clean aluminum. And then with the ends that I cut off, they considered that radiator ends, which is a higher payout than just normal scrap. And then, of course, anything that I picked up today that had a power cord, I cut the power cord off. So I was able to get copper payout for that as well. So basically, after all expenses, I walked away with $82 today. Now I would like to discuss with you a phone call I received today, which can definitely help me out in the long run moving forward. I'm still in the process of trying to build up a reputation for doing junk removal because, like I said in the last few videos I've done, I'm not just focusing on scrap metal. I'm also doing junk removal. But for the last few videos that I've done, it's just a matter of like removing one refrigerator or something like that. You can't really, you can build a reputation doing that, but you really have to go after the big fish in order to really cement yourself. And today I received a phone call from an auction house apparently towards the end of June, they have a auction that they're hosting here in my city. Um, and apparently it's one of those situations where the homeowners had passed away and everything was left to the son, and the son does not live here in Minnesota. He actually lives in, like, I can't remember if they said like Texas or Florida, one of those southern states. And he told the auction house, sell whatever you can sell, and anything that's left over, uh, just hire a junk removal company to come take everything out. And so that they found me on Google, the auction house did. They found me on Google. And so they contacted me and they asked me if I could submit a bid, or at least give a ballpark idea of cost. And I told them, without really knowing what's going to sell and what's not, I can't really, uh, you know, provide a proper estimate. I said, but as a ballpark figure, I can, typically charge X amount of dollars per ton. And they asked me a series of questions. And one of the questions they asked was, do I have like a dump trailer, or would everything just be thrown into the back of a truck? And I said to them that I would probably do what I've done in the past, which is get a U-Haul type truck and haul everything away that way. And so they were asking me about different size trucks that I could get. And the biggest size U-Haul truck I can rent, I think, is 26 foot. And they told me that they honestly believe if I was to rent a 26-foot truck, I would probably be looking at about 6 trips. It's a 1,300 square foot house, and also I think they said like a 400 square foot shop, and which, shop could mean just attached garage, but apparently the house is full, like wall to wall full. And so they said that they honestly believe I could be looking at around like 5 or 6 trips with a 26-foot truck. So, I did tell them what I believe the cost could be. But I also told them after they have their auction to contact me, and I will come and see in person what they have left, and give them a proper estimate at that time. Apparently this auction house is booked out for like the next 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know if that means just like a couple of auctions per week, or if it's literally like one auction a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them tomorrow, and I am going to see if I can get some more information on auctions that they have already lined up. And I'm going to tell them, hey, if you need me to haul anything away that's left over from these auctions you already have set up, please reach out to me. I can try to work with whatever budget you guys have. I just really, really want to work. I'm not necessarily going to tell them I just really, really want to work, because I don't want to sound, like desperate. But at the same time, I'm desperate. So, I'm just going to see if I can get my name in there and get some more work coming in, and get back to doing, more of the junk removal portion. I might have some more junk removal jobs coming up. I do know in like 2 days, I have some furniture that has to be removed, and they are paying me to remove the furniture. It's not going to necessarily be a lot, but anything is better than nothing right now. So stay tuned for that video. If I can get some scrap metal to pick up on that same day, I will, because that's just more money in my pocket. So that's kind of where things are at right now. And anybody else that's out there that's watching my videos that does junk removal or is looking to get into like collecting scrap metal, I don't want to say junk removal, let's just say scrap metal. Um, if you can get your hands on water heaters and you're in Minnesota, I would definitely haul as many of those to the scrapyard at once as you possibly can. Because one thing I've noticed is that water heaters, they're right now like paying the most. So that's something to watch out for in your area. Um, I may have found a metal recycling center that could potentially pay more than the one I'm currently going to. So if that's true, I may start bringing more or stuff to this metal recycling center that might pay more. That would put more money in my pocket. I don't know if it's going to be worth it because it is farther of a drive. So, that is something to consider as well. But it's all steps to move in the right direction. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great evening.